there you have it. Beef and tomato stir fry with 3 kinds of tomatoes. Enjoy. So during the pandemic, it's good to have a garden in case of supply chain non-delivery. So I have some vegetables. Basically, I'm going to stay with the container gardening. Container gardening means you can move the containers around your yard. Even if you have a small apartment, you can move the veggies from sun to shade anytime you want. Also, if it rains, you can move the vegetables anywhere you want. So what happened here was one day I left the tomatoes outside. It rained when it was forecast for sun. So the tomatoes actually took in a lot of water and started to split. So with the container garden, you can actually move the tomatoes or whatever vegetables under shade. So just check your weather forecast. So here we have roughly 2/3 of a pound of New York steak, roughly 10 ounces. So I'm just going to slice the steak up. You can use any kind of beef that you like. So you can slice it at an angle here so it looks like it's more. So I've done other videos where I'll show you to cut on an angle so it looks like it's more steak. So just cut an angle like that. It looks like it's bigger slices. So get a very, very nice slice this way. So just angle cut like that. You don't have to angle cut if you don't want to. Just makes the steak look larger. So big slices like this. So because we're using vinegar, we don't want to use a wok for this. You'll strip the patina finish from your wok. So I'm just going to put some peanut oil into a frying pan. So you put about 3 tablespoons here. So I preheat the pan at medium heat. A regular pan here. So next I'm going to put a tablespoon of chopped ginger and garlic. So you can put more as you like. So I got a tablespoon of ginger and 2 or 3 whole cloves of garlic. So I've got the heat at medium high. Now I'm going to add the onion. Cut up 1 onion. You can use any kind of onion you like. You can turn it up to medium high if you like. After you throw the onions with the ginger and the garlic, I'm going to put the tomatoes down. So I've got about 8 of these Roma tomatoes. So this is enough for 2 orders of sweet and sour tomatoes, sweet and sour sauce with tomatoes. So I got tomatoes going. Now I'm going to add the other tomatoes. I got the cherry tomatoes from my garden. I also have some early girl tomatoes, the green tomatoes. So I'm just going to add that in as well, just to soften up the tomatoes. So some of the tomatoes are fairly sour, so I'm going to try and balance it off. I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt. You can put less if you like. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. So I like my sauce a little more sour. So I'm going to put 2 kinds of vinegars in there. So now I'm just going to add maybe a cup of water. You might put more water if you want more sauce. So these little cherry tomatoes, just kind of mash it up. Just break the surface a little bit. So I'm just going to mash up the cherry tomatoes. So the early girl tomatoes are kind of sour, so I'm just going to add a little nice taste to it. Contrast in tomato flavor. One kind of vinegar. This is a very popular type of vinegar. It's black vinegar. I think it has some kind of fruit in there, so it gives it a different kind of taste. So you can use regular vinegar, but I'm just going to use the black vinegar. I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons in there. If you're looking a little more sour, just add more vinegar. I also like the apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in there. So if you don't have it, that's fine. I find the apple cider vinegar gives it a nice taste. I'm going to try the flavor. That's nice. So I got a tablespoon of cornstarch. Sticking the sauce right now, I got a tablespoon of cornstarch and a third cup of water. So just put some of that down, see how much you need. So I kept the sauce kind of simple, but you can add more flavor to it by adding a bit of soy sauce if you even like. So I'm going to put a little bit of soy sauce, just a light soy sauce. Put a tablespoon of that for extra flavor. So light soy sauce has salt in it as well. And I'm going to put a bit of this sesame oil. So give that a few shakes, maybe a half teaspoonful. So I thicken the sauce. So first you're going to put 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, have peanut oil. Just preheat the wok at medium to medium-high heat. So here we have 2 tablespoons of sliced ginger and 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. Put the sliced beef in. Turn the heat on to medium-high. Get a good sear on the beef. So I'm going to put the tomato sauce in now. The green onions in there, so I've got about half a cup. Just put the green onions before you serve. So now we're going to serve the beef and tomato. Just put it into a bowl or a plate. So be sure to have some green onions on top for color. There you have it. Beef and tomato stir fry with 3 kinds of tomatoes. Enjoy. Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Thanks for checking out my video. Please like and subscribe. Any comments are always welcome. Take care and stay safe.